What's up guys? For today's video I thought I'd stick with the last one's theme and revisit another video I made, this one being about Burner's failed social media app. Now this video was uploaded a little more than a year ago, so some of you might not even know about it. Here's how everything looked back then. I have no idea who that homeless guy is. Some say we look alike, but I'm not ugly. But basically what I talked about in that video was this social media app Burner tried to create in an attempt to compete with Instagram. Who is even Burner, some of you may be asking? Well, he's the man behind Cookies. What's cookies? Well, just imagine cookies, but instead of cookies, it's weed. And of course, when your business is based around something that has not yet been universally agreed on, you're gonna run into some problems. One of those problems being the terms of service. You see, apparently, Instagram doesn't like it when you show your followers something that's not yet legal nationwide. And because of that, anytime this man would post a picture of that sweet dank, Instagram would be like, no. He even had this long caption on one of his posts talking about how his company was under attack, and even a picture of him just holding a joint would get flagged. And usually when that happens, one would just stop posting such pictures and get the message that, hey, maybe I should stop posting such pictures. Like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me enough times for me to want to make my own app? You got issues. But that's exactly what he did, not realizing that he's a marijuana salesman and not Justin Timberlake's best friend. And when he first announced this, I was kind of like, what even is this? Because his whole thing, or like motivation to make this app, was so that he could have a place to post pictures of his weed without having to worry about them getting deleted. And I'm like, dog, Twitter is right there. I've seen fresh asshole more than I've seen fresh fruit on Twitter. I know they won't care about your weed pictures. But on September 5th, 2019, Burner said, fuck Twitter, and put Social Club onto the App Store. And when I downloaded it, I had no intention on making a video. I was just like, let's see what's up. Maybe this could be something. And basically how the app was set up was you had home, discover, activity, and me, obviously trying to mirror Instagram. And for the first couple of days, things were normal. People signed up, saw that you could post pictures of weed, and were like, dope, I'm gonna do exactly that. But all that fun was short-lived because the people who made this app forgot to put a filter on what can actually be posted. Meaning that instead of opening the app and seeing a picture of that sweet jubulous kush, you'd see this. As you can see, there's literally one picture of weed surrounded by memes. Not only that, this blurred out picture right here is one of those fresh assholes I've been seeing on Twitter. This eventually led to people using the app as a way to sell drugs because who's gonna stop them? There's no rules in this bitch. I'd see people post, hit me up, hit my line for deals, and then the picture they'd post would have more than just weed in it. I even saw people post fake Cash App transactions to make people think they're legit, and while that is smart, these dumbasses wouldn't even try to match the fonts, so their screenshots would look like this. And eventually, after people started to notice that nobody was doing anything about what was being posted, they took it up a notch. In the illegal direction. Here's some of the screenshots I took from the first video. I don't remember what the blurred out words were, but just read some of the ones that aren't, you'll figure it out. And what's even worse is that this app didn't ask for your age, so anyone could have, literally anyone could have made a profile. Like before this app could even celebrate its 1 month birthday, it had already become the one thing no app wants to become. This was basically the dark web, all compacted into one convenient Instagram-like app. Like this dude who owns a business that has to by law verify your age before you enter didn't bother to put an age verification system in the app he created. That's like opening a bar, but you never check ID. And guess what? When you do that, or not do that actually, there are consequences, such as your app gets deleted from the App Store. And instead of accepting defeat like any rational person would, he goes on this 2-minute rant about how he feels he was attacked by an online group and how you shouldn't be doing anything illegal on your phone.
I feel like we were attacked by an online group.
And it's like, aren't you the guy who just made an app that allows people to do that? What? He then says, of course, for now they're off the App Store, and they're going to be adding some features that will prevent stuff like memes from being posted. That's not a joke. He made it seem like the memes were as big a problem as the selling of underage content. Not sure stuff like this should be held up to those standards, but hey, it's not my app. But this did virtually nothing. All it really did was just stop new people from joining the app, because as long as you didn't delete it, you could still do whatever you wanted until they fixed the problem. And that's exactly what people did. Even more so than the first time, because they knew they weren't going to be able to do it anymore. The Social Club team then posted this message for everyone to see on the app's homepage that said, "Social Club, good vibing, let's keep it cool and clean." And then the caption said, "This is your zero censorship community. It's for the precious freedom of speech and expression. Let's keep good vibes. By the way, please don't post explicit nudity or porn here. This ain't the place for that." Very professional. This ain't the place for that. So just to clarify, this is your zero censorship community, but we'd like it if you censored yourself by not posting any explicit nudity. Other than that, we believe in the freedom of speech and expression. Unless you're trying to express something that we don't agree with. Then if that's the case, shut the fuck up. And for about a week, nobody listened. I would say they were more so complaining about the changes that were about to be made. Like, you can't promise one thing, not like how that played out, then change it back. That's like going to a restaurant, finishing your food, and then being like, yeah, can I get a refund? Not only will I spit in your food, but you lost the respect of a lot of people. And even then, all they really did was just make it so if you tried to use hashtags like ass, they wouldn't work, and you couldn't post nudity, which I'll show you in a bit how that feature still doesn't work. They were even deleting profiles like these ones. And for the first time in this app's short-lived life, things were looking up. But again, due to the fact that this man wasn't best friends with Spider-Man, it got worse. So after they basically nuked the app, they realized that no matter what changes they made, Apple was not letting them back on the App Store. So what they did was release the app a second time, this one having all the features the first one should have had. And at first when that happened, everyone was like, hell yeah, they fixed it. Now I can actually go on the app and buy pictures from a girl who says she's 21. But when you actually went on the app, not only did your old account not work, but the app didn't work itself. Like, they fixed the posting problem, but they went a little too far and didn't allow anyone to post. And when a few people saw that, they went back to the old app and were like, yeah guys, you could just stay here. The other one doesn't even let you, it doesn't even work. And it's funny because I was one of those people. I literally had both apps, and at this point I was already like, this is going to be a video, but I was literally following these people from app to app, making sure I didn't miss anything. And if that doesn't make any sense, what I mean by app to app, I mean that there was literally, after they took the first one off the App Store, they didn't delete it, and then they released that second one, so at one point you could have literally had two separate apps of the social club. And eventually though, within a week, the second app just stopped working altogether, and again, it was taken off the App Store. And after that happened, they just said, y'all can have it, and they literally just gave us the app to just die in our arms. Like, it's been over a year, and there have been no changes made. Like, here's what the Discover page looks like now versus then. As you can see, there are, I believe, 3 pictures of weed as compared to 1, but like, what the hell is this? I don't even see shit like this on Instagram. Not to mention, we still got captions like this, shipping in all 50 states, tap in for deals. How the fuck am I gonna do that when the DMs don't even work? And it's not like Burner hasn't seen what his apps become in his absence, because his last 2 posts were made 9 months ago and then 3 months ago. Meaning that he's seen all of this. He's seen this, and I'd even say he's seen and laughed at this. But so far, he's done nothing about it. There's even profiles like this who are, to this day, still posting videos that I have to blur out. But yeah, guys, that's the app you've never heard of that once tried to compete with Instagram that eventually just turned into a criminal's wet dream. But it wasn't a dream, it was real, so it was like a lucid wet dream. It wasn't even a dream, it just got criminals wet when they went on there. I am curious though as to why this app's still up. I'm assuming it's costing them money. Like, after all this went down, my account got suspended because I posted a meme with boobs, and then I contacted their support, and they got my account back within a week. This was after that both of the apps were off the App Store. But like, I go on the app probably like once a week just to see what's up, and he either needs one of those Call of Duty 500 gigabyte updates to fix everything, or just start over. And what's funny about this is that he partnered up with Weed Maps to make this app, so that not asking for your age thing is all his fault. But yeah, guys, I wish you could have experienced the app for yourself instead of me just telling you about it, because that shit was wild, and I was a part of every second of it. Hopefully we get a round 3, but until then, peace.